What up, SNA Assassinators? This is Super Ninja Austin back here a couple minutes after making the Monday Night Raw review video. This is the SNA podcast. This time it's for football, the NFL Monday Night Football game between the Denver Broncos taking on the Cleveland Browns. It was James Winston versus what's his name? Bo Nix. Yeah. And I thought this was probably going to be a complete blowout, like at first, but in the middle to the end, like it was totally a close game. Like I gotta give props to both teams, but that's where we got. Yeah, first we're gonna get the short and sweet to the point part, like where we saw both teams. Like first, I believe I think it was the Broncos scored first, and then it was the Cleveland Browns that tied the game. This is where we got the Broncos got the ball back. This is where they tried to throw it to. This is where he tried to throw it to Williams, like his receiver, but this is where he got stopped by Hicks, the corner. This is where, and it. I know it was a linebacker. This is where he stopped him right there. This is where we got Bo Nix. Then was like 130, 131. 138 hike, and this is where then he snaps, throw the middle right into the pass. And that's what he tried to throw it to one of his receivers. It ended up getting intercepted. This is where he get run. That's where he got This is where he got a defensive touchdown. This corner. It was Troutman Haddon. Yeah. No, it was a Troutman Haddon, and this is where it was a. This is where they got the Cleveland Browns thought they got a defensive touchdown. It was who was it? That was the corner. It was. I think it was a tight end. It was a tight end. It was Darryl that stopped him. The corner is where it was the other corner that picked it up. Number 2. It was Debate, not Darryl. Debate. This is where he thought he got defensive touchdown, but it got called back. The referee confirmed that was an incomplete pass. It's where we got what's his name? Nixon what's that called? Group huddle to see what's gonna be on the next play to make a change. Is where we got Bo Nixon. They had to run to the right side because he was under pressure. This is where he threw a Hail Mary. But this was an incomplete pass. And he tried to throw it to Franklin, but this is where we got but the corner stopped him. This is where it was another incomplete pass, making it 4th and 10. This is where they had to go kick it to the Browns with 55 seconds. But it's where it took 6 seconds to kick it to the Browns, which was 48. It was 48 seconds with the Browns ball being 7 and all, like 7-7, like on both teams. This is where we got well, let's get to the Browns. Like with them, with them getting in their next drive, I believe with the second drive of the game, like which they were at the 11-yard line. Maybe it was 12. I'm not sure exactly in particular, but it's where we got. Was it? Yeah, I think it was. What's his name? Jerry Jeudy was in motion. It's where we got James Winston fake pass to running back. He passed it to onto Moore. It was number 8 Moore. It was onto Moore. This is where first down with an 11-yard catch. This is where it was the end of the first. It was at 7-all at the end of the first quarter, going into the second quarter. But yeah, let's move on to the next slide, like onto the next showing on the plays. Onto the next quarter they got into. This where you got James Winston try to go for a throw, but he ended up throwing it away. But this is where because he was under pressure by the defense. 2nd and 10. I believe he was trying to throw it to Jeudy, but this is where the safety Jones nearly got him with a sack. This is where we got what's his name? That's where we got James Winston to try to pass to the running back Chubb, but he gets instantly stopped. This was no gain of anything. And this was third and 10 with them playing making the horse noise like what they right out there at the 30, maybe 37-yard line. Is at the 37. This is where we got Bo Nix was like, okay, 211, 212, hike. That's where then he threw it right onto the left side. I passed it to
host.
This is where he tried to pass it to. Who was it? It was the
Hey, stop.
it was was in coverage. That's what it was. It was This was number 17, Evely, what's that? Evely, like he was like it was the intended receiver, but Emerson was the guy that was trying to stop him and block him, but it was a pass interference penalty onto him by the ref, because he was holding on to him. The ball was placed in the spot of foul, right past the 50, right at the 46 of the Browns, is where we got the running back on the Broncos and ran it. It was who was it? Who was that ran it? Which running back was? It was the Estimate, that's what his name is. Estimate ran like about a gain of 7. Yeah, Audric Estimate, that's what his name is. But they showed him he's 5 feet 11. He weighs like 227 pounds. He sounds like an average 6-footer guy. Like if you ask me, like the way he weighs. Like, but this is where man they said he's from New York, if I'm not mistaken. But this is where we got. This is where we got. This is where we got what's his name? Then Nixon try to throw it right into the middle, but it gets tipped. It gets caught and intercepted by Deswell Ward, which I assume he's a corner. He was number 0 that caught the ball. That's where then Ward intercepted it. Not sorry, Darius Ward. It was Westwell Ward. But this is where they were celebrating right into the end zone where no, what I'm talking about, it was who intercepted the ball. It wasn't Ward. It was he was number 21. He blocked it from the intended receiver to catch it. This is where it was. It was who was Denzel Ward, but there was Denzel Ward that did the block and the coverage, but it was picked off by who was it? It was number 0 was but yeah, Ward was number 21. It was Newsome, that's what his name is. Newsome that got the ball. This is where they start celebrating right in the end zone, because they did a pickoff turnover. They have a chance to be in the lead now, thanks to the Browns defense. This is where we got James Winston and on the field with the rest of the team. This is where it was This is where it was an incomplete pass to the running back Chubb, when he was in the middle of the field. This is where they move on to the next play at no, he did another incomplete pass, making it 3rd and 10. This is where we got James Winston try to go for it again. This is where he found it was more. No, it wasn't. It was Mike Woods. It was Mike Woods that caught the ball. This is where he got a first down and more, an extra couple of yards. Is where we got Jameis Winston, then fake pass to Chubb. This is where it didn't look like about to throw for it, but this is where it got tipped, but it got dropped immediately in the air. This is where one of the safeties on Broncos tried to intercept it, but it was too late. It was already down on the ground before they could do anything else. They just deflated it, batted it down, which it was from a safety, I believe. This is where then we got. This is where we got what's his name? This is where we got what's his name?